these three players, I mean, Nature's able to get even just one and fall back towards CT. That could be pretty big. Also, Superman closing in with a paranoia that catches three players. Nature trying to play off that, but just gets spammed out, even while Khalil's full blinded.
So now that Vi's utility is completely off the table, and FURIA have a wide open plant on B.
Evil Geniuses right now working with a couple players on the flank, clearing out all those post-plant spots. FURIA's comp does have some tools in the post-plant, but really they want to fight forward. I like this look from them, and the knife that'll come out will spot out Supa.
Key to this round might just be Icy. Still has his dash online, a ghost in hand. Three players double swinging into Supa already dinked. Icy can't even trade back. That's good. Once heat, but he's going to need a lot more, and it's overwhelming odds. FURIA falls back into the site, and that time is ticked. But that's good damage. Now, all the players on site from FURIA are dead, and the last two cut off, trapped by Icy. If he can get these kills, he can win the round for his team, and Icy, he's done it for EG.
Pretty incredible work there.
Outlaw for Icy. A nice swing, timed off the dart.
There you go, and Ye's right behind it. This is actually something I noticed Ye and Icy doing really well in their split game, was they were sort of bait and switching in mid when it was Icy on the raise, Ye on the chamber. Ye was actually the one taking a lot of those first contacts, and Icy picking up shots afterwards, but there it's the inverse. And it's nice to see those two new players already showing some synergy in server.
You saw that Astra pick for Ye, and you got pretty excited. I think a lot of people would feel it was a miss to not have him play on the chamber or even the Vise on this map. Why were you so excited about him on Astra?
Honestly, I like double smokes ideas on this map. I think on defense especially, it basically means you can have a permanent one-way over towards A lobby, which really shuts down that space, especially because FURIA are playing, not a really like go hard exec at you comp. This is a pretty basic comp that we're seeing with some strong tools, but Astra can dodge away from, KO knives and whatnot.
Havoc has a little timing here. Not so much. Super checks on it, and that's a flawless take. Oh, the shot does connect, but doesn't have the kill on Khalil.
I mean, there's chip damage now. Heat, MW, Khalil, they're all one shot to the Guardian.
So here's the reaction from FURIA. They walk two up mid, put pressure there.
This drone, not going to find anything either, but I think FURIA at this point have to know it's a heavier A lane. They haven't seen the paranoia or anything, so that Omen could just be about anywhere. But if they time this breaking while regrouping over into A main, this pinch could catch Evil Geniuses while they're over-rotating back to mid.
Omen and Spawn with Paranoia ready to go. They're so worried about re-clearing mid.
Supa really looks like he's playing Breach on this map. Nice shot from Havoc with the Guardian there.
But they're still kind of locked into finishing A here. Which means
here it comes.
Ye's the man of the hour. He's pretty much alone on this side, and here comes FURIA. Dart will fizzle out. Ye has a smoke to allow his teammates to flood in and join, but Havoc over the top, getting aggressive. Not quite finding his mark, though. As Khalil finally opens things up for FURIA. Now they're all here, ready to go, and time is very, very low. This fight has to be one for Havoc, or at least to keep them at bay, and he's done enough. 3-4 Havoc. Oh, the knife's out, and he's gotten two for it.
He got team flashed by Rafa, and Derek's not gonna let him through.
And the rest of his team is just caught off by this Vise wall and picked apart by Derek.
Second player here, but this is good control from FURIA so far.
That was EG's off. That's a very key player to die early. Derek did not look left.
Oh dear.
Havoc has a timing, and Derek's mistake is a free kill for him.
Yeah, well now the split's coming in. See, that walk over. They've been doing a good job of defaulting, breaking that. Door in mid.
Supa has a potential to pinch here if he TP's up. It looks like he's going to be too late.
Keep your eyes on Derek's backside. Put under a lot of pressure. Suppress will come in. Derek's been spotted. A little bit of spam as well. Now flash over the top of the site. He's going to have to jump on out. And he just barely makes it through.
His teammates are going to be very late here. They've split up on the flank, but Supa's TP'd past the trip.
And no one's going to hear that. So now this three-pronged approach from Evil Geniuses. They just need one player to successfully find their way in.
They're just going to group up with Derek. I'm starting to become a problem, though. FURIA has some good crossfires, and the flank is spotted. Supa still needs to get something done, and his paranoia misses. Now a 2v3, and it's desperation for EG. Derek, the only one who could hope to salvage this round, but he's already low. Time's against him. And it's a double swing from FURIA to close the rounds. Good from Supa. That's a spike on the ground, and Supa's had enough. He'll escape. Can't get all the way back. He's going to dip in for another go. Through the smoke, spots ahead, but Havoc's the one to win it instead. Now FURIA recover their spike and reset this round.
Yeah, a little bit even, all things considered. Hunters, Furies for both of these teams in the post plant. It's really surprising how empty this B site has been consistently for EG. FURIA have not found the opportunity to go for a lurk or anything like this. As a matter of fact, just gonna time out this drone in mid, and then maybe scale off the back of it.
EG are re-walking mid. He's here, but not looking the right way. Deet, needed to.
And that's the spike.
Yeah. Khalil nowhere near his ult. Has to recover it himself.
Has a little bit of time to work with here, though. Ye's going to take that first contact angle from far back.
I think he can just grab it and dip away. But running to B will be telegraphed.
He might actually want the fight in mid. It might be his best chance at getting a 1v1 post plant.
Will they give it to him, though? Slow walk up. Ye spots him. I don't think he suspects Nature. No, he was ready, but can't find this out. Dodges out from the Sova ult, and he does it again.
And because of that Vice wall, no one was able to scale through. Hold on, what is he doing? Bro is making noise, jumping in, throwing the cages, really trying to sell this fake while the rest of FURIA are completely out of here. They're going all the way to B and no one's home.
He gets away with it, though. He escapes, and it's a race to B. But Nature's going to beat them there.
Hard to say if Nature actually wants to fight this, though. Evil Geniuses will know this is a half buy from FURIA, so they don't want to risk giving over a rifle.
Nature has one Thorn left to use. Could be a good stall tool, but I don't think he's really in a position to use it.
Yeah, he's really just playing for one and out here. Get some info.
FURIA might want to contact through. Clear back sight here. There go the Thorns. And FURIA have one up into heaven.
Yeah, that teleport from Khalil. Hasn't pushed into the smoke just yet. With the drone going in, might look to follow that one in. FURIA in a pretty good position. I mean, they're going to drop the null command. Evil Geniuses are going to have to take their guns in this with no util.
MW has a dart. Refight available off of that, but the whiff from Khalil. That's tragic from the Omen in heaven. And now things become all the more difficult. 2 men left on site. That's one gone from Icy. He has been so clean to start this game, but he's got to do more. Up above, Icy takes one down, and out to 1v1, but the hat's out. Heat's low, and Icy tries to run him down, but Heat's just better.
A lot of faith on Icy here. Guardian in his hands. But for the first time ever, FURIA are actually just execing B. Finally, I mean, they did so much conditioning onto the A site. Usually not a site that teams are execing a ton. Usually B site is the one that is completely paper. Easy to exec into. And, well, now for the first time ever, FURIA realized no one's actually played this site ever from EG.
Yeah, they're always just throwing this retake wall, stopping a forward fight.
There'll be a late flank coming in from Evil Geniuses. Right now, Heat's holding for it, sees a shoulder, taking his time on that, but really nice baiting is going to get net Ye a kill.
That Guardian actually got juggled over to Ye. FURIA, oh, in tower. That's a really good position from Khalil, and the shot's better. Wow, quick adjustment from him. Havoc hits the second mark, and it seems to have been a lockup on this eco round. Icy already low, a double hold, and FURIA tied the game.
Yeah, that was a bit of FURIA, I think, figuring out what went wrong in their pistol round, where this time they actually left Havoc to play that spawn position, stop that lurking, etc. It's the first time seeing him on the America stage.
There's that off for Icy.
Lovely.
The IGL's dead. Another Icy ringing out in mid.
That's the thing, there's a lot of different angles that op can come at you from, and it's really hard to flush it off with utility. The drone doesn't reach far enough to actually turn the whole corner, so Icy can swing back into the angle. KO Flash is not really going to reach.
The trouble with an op in mid is that you're going to be forced into these sites that have either the Astra or the Vice anchoring.
Supa would have heard that teleport, even if Nature was paranoid. So everyone's ready for him to flip up into heaven. This guy's kind of a shooter, and he has a dart to help him out. Not going to happen. Supa line and wait.
Oh, it's awkward in mid. Derek
Wow.
gets the better of Heat.
Yeah, EG just got everything there. They kind of waited for FURIA to run on into him. Every single fight they took went exactly their way. MW just getting toyed with a little bit. Icy on top of that one. And the op will be picked back up. That's going to be a constant problem for the rest of this thing. but I think he's going to have sticky feet this time around. That drone in A main is going to be spotted out as the fake that it truly is. And there's Icy for the kill. That's a way to start off the round.
He's heated up too. Pops the blades immediately, ready for more. And there's just so many angles for Fury to clear. So many possibilities for Icy. He spots another arm.
That's why we don't wear capes.
Shot misses out, but he's got the Blade Storm ready to go. Sees Rafa. Blade's not connecting just yet, but this guy's gonna stick around. Won't vacate the site just yet. Fury have used almost all of their utility.
20
They're
seconds.
Still not past the choke.
Look at Rafa. Rafa snuck up. He's waiting for this though, but he's got to go before the guns go away. Rafa just gets shut down. The paranoia comes on through. Fury, there's nothing to do but run.
10 seconds, they're running for the hills. This round
left.
is over.
Really, Icy finding that first shot onto Havoc just stopped the hit in its tracks. Had no real chance. Then all of a sudden, Nature's dropping down the steel garden. Good luck.
That round is all about Icy, not in just his position. Very slow beginning for Furia.
It was just perma smokes. Like Cypher Cage is thrown into mid, EG using their double smokes to threaten space taken in A. Oh, that miss. Not quite there. And Furia trying to scale up off that. Already pushed down on lower. And they're going to be able to snap around the corner again. Icy can't find it, but he does escape. That's big. And he has teammates to support his way out.
Yet again, Rafa has gotten past. Has a pinch with the team. That's a paranoia into tower, but Derek's gonna reply with a Hunter's Fury of his own. Defense is here. Molly coming in, but Supa has to help his IGL out. He's dipping for now. Doesn't matter. Good enough to get that kill on Rafa.
Yay backside pulls down the suck, but he doesn't have a gun out. That's gonna hurt him. And with Havoc jumping up on top, Fury are in firm control of this site.
The last two players from EG were late to join up with Derek. Icy's still very worried about something in mid. That's good for Furia. Time will continue to tick, and this flank from Heat becomes all the more potent. And that's Derek dying. EG, very lethargic in this one. They don't really have any tools but that Arc Rose to even get back in.
It was just a complete takeover of mid. Because Icy couldn't find really either of those kills, it was a three-way split into the A site. I don't know what you're supposed to do against that. EG were just out of position because of what went down in that space of the map.
But Ice Havoc up top. Derek just has the dart out, but he misses. And Derek does not. That's an ult into spawn. A full pinch from EG. Oh, Icy, you gotta stay on the map there, bud.
And Supa's in spawn. Like, that's just a pretty round. I'm sorry. You talk about like EG dives, you know, when they're playing similar comps to this on something like Ascent, that's about as good as it gets.
Feels like a classic EG.
To accelerate into the A site. And Furia, their choice is, do we flank or go back into vents? And I think it's going to end up being a flank call with at least one of these players.
So the question for EG, did they flip the map, or are they ready to fight back into spawn once they realize that flank is coming?
They already know. Supa, I think, might be boosted up on top of that box, ready to turn around and fight into main. But instead, as Derek gets chipped out from up in heaven, it will be that full flip back towards attack side spawn, or defense spawn.
And that's a great start for Icy. The flight into spawn is successful, leaving only one defender from Furia. And this flank is coming in quite late.
They've got to like attack the site as if they're attackers. Furia coming into it.
And it's basically only two left. Trades are already good onto Icy and Nature. A devious spot to drop down and backstab. But that's another kill coming through. No Astro Pull available, but still it's an advantage for EG. It's Nature's flank activated, and the positioning is just too much to do.
Hey, if Icy's in the front lines here, we might be getting some knives online by round 4. Not too bad for the duelist.
Cover going out.
When we've gotten into these late round situations, I have noticed in both games now that Furia oftentimes feel just like a few seconds late on making these decisions of where they're grouping up, whether in that round, say, committing to the flank or going back together, which is leading to them being under a lot of time pressure in these retakes, or in the first half, in their executes. And you have to kind of wonder if part of that is having a junior IGL coming in.
It's hard to say, because some of the times it was like, okay, if duelist dies, then it was sort of unclear how that hit was going to work out for them. Definitely saw a bit of that. I think the nice thing about playing the defensive side for FURIA is that it's a little bit more controlled. That last round, they're going for the flank, so maybe it gets a little bit more chaotic. I'd like to see Rafa settle things down, hold on what is happening. Now, Supa has this lurk, and it has a go. So Evil Geniuses are managing to salvage, but there's still 2 players out into backside.
Yeah, and Rafa has a Phantom now.
And Rafa has a flank now.
He'll be heard, though. Supa should turn around and deal with this.
But it's a ghost in his hands. It's not so
50
simple.
armor, though. A dink should do it. No! Supa whiffs. Rafa rewarded, but he needs to do more. The critical man in this round, and he claims another. Rafa for 3, 4 from the IGL.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's not an IGL problem, Mimi.
Yeah, real.
That's a big round for Rafa, too, because I'm not going to lie, it was a bit of a stinker gun in hand. This time, it's going to go a lot better for him. 2 kills, traded back for 1, but with Ye getting the sheriff shot from all the way downtown, Evil Geniuses have equalized 3 on 3, and now 2 decent guns in their hands. Push back sight.
Oh, heat! That's a nice flick. But the paranoia, he has to run for the hills, and he'll achieve that goal. So a 3 versus 2 retake. But Icy and Supa, they've been good thus far. Ice is very much alone here.
Yeah, paranoia will come in, though. Icy just dropping smokes to buy some time. Supa's gonna need to take a timing through this smoke eventually. But with Icy falling, it all goes down to him, and there's just too many angles to deal with. FURIA salvaged the round after things got a bit dodgy in the middle there.
Just playing into the fundamentals. Group up, play their 3v2, and close that one out. They're gonna juggle back a couple guns, make sure everyone has a full rifle into this next round, and
to get back into that space. Could also make it work with pullbacks. Hold on. Yeah, he's juggling. Look at that. He knows that angle, and by taking those slight, just little jiggles, he gets to see the shoulder first. That is beautiful play from Icy.
no one knows offers like that, man. Oh, he walks into a smoke against 2. Maybe a little bit overconfident. Rafa, though, could save this one back. But his opportunity has slipped him by.
Khalil is stuck on site as well. This fight up into heaven. Icy's sticking it inside of the smoke, but as that one comes down, he's the one to bring it on through. Nature punishes Rafa for not connecting onto that final shot, and it'll be MW Zera on the save.
Brutal round across the board for FURIA. Yay, just eviscerating the Opper on the A site.
I really hope we get to see it from his POV, because like, how many teams can reliably go like, yeah, okay, our smokes player is just gonna re-clear that up on his own while our drone is running to the other side of the map? And look, if he had approached that coming in from his left side of main, going to his right, he loses that fight 10 out of 10 times. Because he's approaching it from the left there and knows exactly that pixel that every operator is gonna wanna hold. It's an instant, see the shoulder, headshot through the wall, it's over.
Talk of ops, MW did recover his
cameras. Oh, it's underneath. Excuse me. That's actually just to spot the walk up.
EG will drone into A main. And a play smoke threatening the walk up on Havoc.
As we look for this op fight, though, the question is, does either Icy, or rather does anyone have the courage to step into it? No. It's going to be regrouping back into the A site again, ready to play spam off of this, and a paranoia for Khalil to slow down the hit.
Rafa's out of range with the null command, so this is all about the anchors. And the dart, it wasn't broken. That's a dab backside, and Icy's about to overwhelm Khalil. No!
Whoa!
Khalil's good for it. 2 kills on his own, but the trades are sublime for EG.
Derek has just been nasty with it, and Rafa never even popped the ultimate. He's just waiting here, seeing if EG are going to overextend. They do, but is it an overextension when Derek is shooting like that?
LCQ Derek looking back in this round.
Rise, Derek, rise up.
MW spotted. Derek swings in. Now a 1v1 against Ye, and Aster's the safe.
Playing inside that cage. He needs to shut this down if FURIA are going to hold on to the site. Cage to fall. He defined it, quickly traded out by Nature, and the rest of FURIA are going to take their time.
This op is so powerful in a post plant now.
A little bit spooked about a potential flank to come in.
But there isn't a flank coming. And with that paranoia coming in, Ye will turn his attention back to aiding his teammates on the side. No, he's still just worried about this flank. And his teammates are alone. Does it matter? because Nature's hitting a shot. Finally, Ye arrives, and he'll pick up a double. No matter the agent, no matter the time. And MW spotted out too, swings into a double. And he
Come in, Havoc's gonna get out of that. 3 players he calls to the rest of Furia.
MW saw nothing on that mid re-clear. But there's not any rotates into A for Furia. As EG walk up.
Now they're gonna bring MW up into heaven. Hard for Havoc to get out of the spot though without a dash. As a matter of fact, he's gonna stay in it. Calling in a flash from Rafa, but he just keeps getting chipped lower and lower. Evil Geniuses have not really pressed their luck too much here. But now that they've scaled on in, have the option to break this one way with a jet smoke if they want a quick exec, or just wait it out. Looks like it's going to be an Astra pullback star to get the crossover. And that makes it, it makes it impossible to hard hold A main anymore.
Really good knife from Rafa though. That stalled to hit a second, but he's established on this line. If they want to fight back in, they're facing against the operator.
Right there.
I love this angle from Ye. Oh, he's waiting for it. That is just nasty.
And now EG can commit to the execute. Paranoia is good. Havoc can't see a damn thing. Goodbye. He's dead. And EG have control of A.
What a good paranoia from out in mid. It cooked Supa's position, so he ended up falling at the end of it, but doesn't matter when it helps your side hit happen like that.
Turns out, Ye's still just playing Chamber. Doesn't matter.
He's playing Chamber, but with global smokes.
Sounds like a good agent.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's exactly balanced, but...
Both these Furia members completely split up. And unfortunately for Heat, it's Ye holding that angle.
Cover going out.
Yeah, I was wondering how EG's this was going to look here. Hadn't seen him play it in their first series, but so far on the attack, pretty excellent. And Ye's off has been...
Right there.
And he knows that a player was boosted up in books. Now Icy trying to close in on his prey. Fury will have to abandon the site versus the Steel Guard.
Right, he's gonna go forward in the post plant. Ye again stalwart on his angle. But they're ulting to A, it's all a fake?
And Icy is staying up here in heaven.
Oh, Icy's
they have to
gonna
clear
cook.
him, but the drone spots him. Icy just playing with his food now, taking some time, will fall down, but again, we're 10 seconds into the post plant already. There's gonna be an op, there's gonna be an Astra Star, there's gonna be two darts, there's gonna be way too much.
And Supa's walking backside.
There's a Derek ultimate on the Sova too.
There's just so much stall. Furia have to get on that spike, get that util out this instant. Oh, Doom blind onto Superman. Nature trying to duel a little bit. The ult's coming in from Derek, and the time! It's already gone so far. Furia need this spike half now, but the pull is coming through. They're denied yet again. Furia just can't get an inch. Derek's alone, but it should not matter. EG win it on time and claim map #1 of this series.